A shit show because the cough syrup is catching up with me. I'm feeling good. Let me think here. So good. All right. Am I off again?
Sounds good.
You're on.
Oh, it's not coming through the speakers.
There you go.
I made it. All right, this one's from my wife. He flies first class. I fly last class. He's had no class, worked near all his life. He's in the upper class. I'm in tavern class, but I'm gonna kick his ass if he ever goes near my wife. 'Cause I'm a poor boy, but I know soldier's joy. Laid on my daddy's mandolin. If I know one thing, way that woman sing, sound like the rain coming down on me and Tim. I thought I heard her scream bloody murder under the girders of Knight's Ferry Bridge. Perhaps she's crying from all that lying, or how that moon keeps trying to roll right over the ridge. 'Cause I'm a poor boy, but I know soldier's joy. Laid on my daddy's mandolin. If I know one thing, way that woman sing, sound like the rain coming down on the roof of 8010. Have trouble rhyming, have full of diamonds. See 'em shining, I lay 'em down at your feet. Do things shouldn't do, walk around in wooden shoes. Nothing I wouldn't do to make your life complete. 'Cause I'm a poor boy, but I know soldier's joy. Laid on my daddy's mandolin. I know one thing, way that one sing, sound like the rain coming down on the roof from 8 to 10. Sound like the rain coming down on the roof from 8 to 10. That was written by a guy in Wisconsin, Tom Vandevalen. Them Scotties, man, some of them have weird names. I can't pronounce his name right, but you should look him up. He's a hell of a nice dude. Great songwriter. Just put in Tom V. Yeah. I got a request here. Somebody's gonna leave early, so I'm gonna do a really weird, switch thing here. I'm gonna do it slow. This is a slow waltz, so I apologize ahead of time. When I was playing last night, I should point out, the crowd last night, they were awesome. They're very sweet, especially for where my voice went to. But I trying to keep it PG. I was playing a lot of slow, sad songs. At one point, a guy literally from the audience goes, "Hey, could you play something happier?" Which is it's the first time it ever happened. I was like, "No, I can't." Too many swear words. This song actually this comes from a weird place. So I grew up in farm town, and 4-H, all that kind of stuff growing up. And it's in our town. It's the county seat, and the way they do it there is all the surrounding. There's a lot of smaller farm towns, and all the kids from all the surrounding towns would come to the one main high school, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of really small town, a lot of farm kids. And somebody decided in gym class it'd be a really good idea to teach us how to dance. which
Yeah.
is like still marvel in my head of like who thought of that? Like all these farm kids with shit covered boots. So like let's teach how to dance. And it was literally one of the sections of gym class, and they taught us a box step,
Yeah.
the jitterbug, and there was another one. I forgot the other one, what it was. And I thought, man, I'm never gonna use this. Like, how on earth would I ever? And I can't believe, I can't even tell you how often it's happened to me. Where like, I'll be at a wedding, my wife's like, let's dance. I'm like, all right, got a jitterbug. That's all I got. And slow dance, that's awesome. I got one for fast and one for slow. I got jitterbug, and then I learned how to do a box step. Was the other one. So this song's written for my wife. This song's called Box Step. What do I know? I'm sure they're right. I ain't smart enough to put up a fight. Girl, I know you're too good for me. Just not me if I asked you right. See, there's a good band at the VF tonight. I just thought maybe you come dancing with me. I'm sure you've been asked by plenty of other men. I'm sure they're better looking and richer than I am. Sure they can dance twice as good as I can. Just on me, you come dancing with me. I never claimed to be much of a man, but girl, I can love you with all I am. But all I can give you is all of me. Give me a second, I'm sure you realize I don't want to be like all those other guys. I just want to be with you, I want you to be with me. I'll ask the band to play Cole Porter, 'cause I know it's your favorite song. Your head be on my shoulder, you'll be in my arms. You know I can't dance like all those other guys you see, but I can do a box step, so won't you come dancing with me? I gotta stop doing songs like that. This whiskey's making me emotional and shit. I'm way too Norwegian for that. Getting choked up. All right, I'm gonna tell my favorite joke. You guys hear the one about the old Minnesota Norwegian farmer who he loved his wife so much, one day he almost told her. That's totally true. We are stoic people. I'm sure you guys, I mean, it's not much different. It's always funny. People are like, what's the difference between Iowa and... I'm always like, I don't know. We're from Minnesota. We don't ask. Like, we don't ask. I'm the same. I don't think Iowa... South Dakota, they're a little different, but Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, like, you know, just drop you by a plane, you would know the difference. Stoic. I kind of dug a hole there. I don't know where to go on that one. Anybody else who knows some music and want to request something, I'm glad to play it. Now here's a...
John Prine.
Oh, I know some John Prine. I could do a John
I
Prine.
love John Prine. Egg and, what's it, father and daughter night or?
Egg and daughter
Egg and-
night.
Oh, I don't know that one. That's a new one.
Egg and daughter.
I started learning,
You know that
have
one.
anybody heard that album?
That's freaking fun.
His last album was called Tree of Forgiveness.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that album just destroys me. It's like he's saying goodbye. Like, I
Yeah.
can't believe that
Like he
album.
knew it.
Something
He's just a
Happy by
genius.
John Prine.
Yeah, I started learning, I don't know it well enough, but ain't got nobody, ain't laying on my front porch. Got no loose change going on my jeans. If she's a buddy, won't you send 'em my way? I get some help here, can of pork and beans. Once had a family, but they haven't left me. Nothing but an 8-track beside George Jones. I was in high cotton, banging on my 6 string. And I'm a trash can, walk skin and bones. I can see the front porch when I close my eyes now. I can see the back, the train track, wander on my line. Think it's your business, you don't have to answer. I can have a screen door in summertime. I don't know the whole thing, but I don't know if he meant to, but that song sounds like he's talking about heaven to me. Like that's what that song sounds like. It's like I'm going to heaven. Like that's where I'm going. Yeah, I know a lot of partials. I got to think of a whole John Prine song that I know.
Here, I'll test just Steve Goodman. Do you know any Steve Goodman songs?
No, I don't even know who that is.
You don't know who Steve Goodman is?
No. I had this weird thing of like a lot of great writers. I try to kind of avoid them because
Give me
they
my
can like
medicine
really
bag.
infect you. You know what I mean? The next thing you know, you'll write a song, you'll be like, God damn it, that sounds just like Townes Van Zandt, or that
Well,
sounds like.
yeah.
So I kind of avoid the writers.
You would
You a
know.
writer?
No, I'm
Yes?
not.
Oh, all right.
But you would know his music. City of New Orleans was written by Steve Goodman.
Oh, right on. That's good too.
Yeah.
I know that one. I mean, I don't know how to play it, but
Yeah, no, that's all right.
I have this weird thing happens at shows, especially when people are drunk. Not a place where people appreciate music like this, but I'll play a brewery show. I do a lot of those for like cash, trying to pay my rent. And this weird thing will happen is people come up to me, they'll request songs, and they'll be like, name a song. They'll be like, hey, play Honky Tonk Woman. And I'm like, I don't know that song. And they're like, you've never heard of Honky Tonk Woman? I'm like, well, I've heard of the song, but I don't know how to play it. And they're like, well, just play it. I'm like, that's not how that works. And then they'll do the strange thing where, like, I swear to God, they'll start singing it to me. And they're like, Honky Tonk Woman. That's not how that works. Like, you can't just. Oh yeah, now I can get it. Yeah.
Hey,
Freebird, I did that. Actually, I almost got my butt kicked on that one. I was playing this. I was playing this club in Minneapolis, which is it's a cool place. There's a lot of good independent music. It's all independent music. It plays out. It's called the 331 Club, and it gets a little rowdy, but it's a fun bar. And some guy, I was drinking at the time. I don't drink much anymore, so it keeps me out of trouble. But a guy yelled out, "Play Freebird," and I went like, "Here's a Freebird." I was joking, obviously, but they had to hold him back, and I was like, "Dude, it was a joke. It was just a joke." But, yeah.
so hey, Drew,
I'm always careful these days.
we'd really like to hear some Drew Peterson.
I would.
Some Drew
Drew
Peterson?
Peterson, yay! Drew
Well, I'm gonna do a John
Peterson.
Prine for somebody here. Somebody asked for a John. I'll do a John quick. Wait, I got another story. I gotta tell this one quick. So I'm playing out in Benson, Minnesota, which is way out it's on the border to, I don't know if it's North Dakota or South Dakota, but way out on the border. And it was this weird place where it was a hotel, motel type place with a restaurant. And I played in the restaurant, and the people were just awesome. It was pretty rowdy, but they didn't get a lot of music out there, so they'd come out and throw down for a good show. And with the whole band there playing, and a older lady, seemed really sweet little thing. She looked like, your grandma, somebody, you want to give her a hug. She walks up and she's just all sweet. She's like, "Can you play some Neil Young?" And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know any Neil Young. She's like, "Oh, that's okay." About 2-3 songs later, you can see she was out there drinking. Little looser. She's like, "Are you sure you can't play any Neil Young?" I'm like, "Everybody knows Neil Young. You play." I'm like, "I'm sorry, I don't know any Neil Young." Another half hour goes by. She's a little squirrely. She's like, "Come on, man. Like, why won't you play?" I'm like, "Ma'am, I'm sorry. I don't know any." Didn't hear from her for a while. And then at the end of the night, like, she's shit-faced. And she comes up and she's like, "You mother, play some goddamn Neil Young." I'm like, "Oh my God, don't hurt me." I did learn a Neil just to get me out of that one. I'm not going to play it. I'm going to play a John. This is one of my favorite ones of his. whiskey. I swear to God, it's the whiskey. She was a level-headed dancer on the road to alcohol. I was just a soldier on my way to Montreal. Pressed the chest against me as the jukebox broke. Give me a peck on the back of my neck. These are the words she spoke. Blow up a TV, throw away a paper, move to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try to find Jesus on your own. Sat there at the table, young and real naive, knew the topless lady, she had something up her sleeve. Danced around the barroom and she did the hoochie coo. Sang her song all night long, telling me what to do. Blow up the TV, throw away a paper, move to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try to find Jesus on your own. I was young and hungry, about to leave that place. When I saw that lady, she had a look upon her face. Said, you must know the answer. She said, no, but I'll give it a try. We've been living that way to this very day, and this is the reasons why. We blew up a TV, threw away a paper, moved to the country, built us a home, had a lot of children, fed them all peaches. They all found Jesus on their own.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. I feel like I'm getting away with something here. Yeah. Any requests? Anybody got anything you want to hear? If they know anything, I'd love to hear. Honey, you got anything you want to hear?
More Drew Peterson,
Right on.
please.
The pines.
Ooh, that's a request right there.
Who was it?
Ooh, I'll do that one too. Night it doesn't fall, it just slowly drifts around. Same will always happen when you dig into the ground. Find a hole where there never been, never should have been. And they call it safe when you understand it. And I hope you'll find. I hope you'll find. I hope you'll find. I hope just the top of what's around. My neck, it isn't really broken, but not for lack of try. I can hear the motor turning, slowly pressing on the spine. I hope you find. I hope you find. I hope you find. I hope.
All right.
Thank you. I'll do duck now. This is a man. I wanted to play this one last night. It's got an F-bomb in it, but I love this. I love this song.
Your kids are the only young.
Oh yeah, and they've never heard an F-bomb, so
You got your headphones on.
I cuss like a sailor. My kids like, I literally like correcting them about that. Of like, dude, you can't say that word. And I'm like, why? You say it all the time. Like, it just sounds tacky out of a 5-year-old's mouth. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I shouldn't either. They're pretty good though. They don't. I think they do it just to mess with me a bit. This song's about my childhood. This is a. Anybody know what a PK is? PK? It's a pastor's kid. That's what they call it. Like they'll call themselves that. I'm a PK. Yeah, pastor's kid. And I grew up. Actually, this weird one. It's the 40th anniversary. I just found out today of my dad's death. My dad died when I was pretty little, and the family kind of took us in. You know, being kids without a dad. The pastor of our church was, you know, he was pretty cool. I think I was best friends with his son, so they kind of looked after us and stuff. And with a PK, the thing I always tell people is like they are the best friends I have because they are just rotten core to the core. Like they're just rotten kids. They love trouble. Yeah, and we'd get in a lot of trouble. I actually lost contact with them for a long time, but on the Carolina tour we had. I wound up finding, there's 2 brothers in that family. I wound up finding them again and hanging out with them was really fun to do. Stories is one of those things, just a ton of stories. And the poor dad, man, what we put him through. I always had this weird thing with it of like me and one of the kids who was closer to my age, we were the ones that get in all sorts of trouble, horrible stuff. The story I normally tell people is the worst one we did was probably we left a window open on the church, and in our church, which I think most churches, for Sunday school, you give your kid quarters, right? And they put it all in a jar. Just it's the idea of like getting used to giving tithe or something. And there's this new thing in our town which was called an arcade. And man, that jar was so tempting, we couldn't help it. So we broke into the church and we stole the jar. I mean, I felt like it weighed 100 pounds. And we walked into the arcade, which was just right up the road. It was a little town at the time. Dropped the jar and we spent the whole damn jar. And now when I'm thinking about it, like what did that guy running that place think? Like 2 kids walking in with it. I mean, it's probably $200 in quarters, but I'm probably gonna go to hell for that one, but it was worth it, man. Asteroids is pretty fun. Yeah, but this is about that. The song's called Duck. I was born under a table, the Denny's on Grand, to waitress named Mabel, a fry cook named Stan. I still see my mother when I look at my hands. Be that way till the day that I die. My best friend was named Phil, was a local preacher kid. You wouldn't have known him from the grabbed an old pocket knife, mixed the blood in my spit, to turns with the blade, cutting ourselves with it. I still see that scar, the look in his eye. I'll be there till the day that I die. Well, I wanted a dog, but I had no such luck. My dad bought me a bird for only $1. I thought it was an eagle. He said it's just a duck. I'll be there till the day that it dies. Well, the first girl I kissed, her name was Sue. She bit my lip and turned purple and blue. I told her I loved her, and she said, "Fuck you. Fuck you, I wish you would die." She grabbed Indian ink, an old sewing needle. She scraped in my skin, I was born evil. I washed it with soap, I scrubbed it with lye. I'll be there till the day that I die. I was born under a table, the Denny's on Grand, to a waitress named Mabel, a fry cook named Stan. I still see my mother, I look at my hands. Be that way till the day that I die. Be that way till the day that I die. Be that way till the day that I die.
Van Morrison.
Oh, I don't think my voice can handle Van Morrison right now. I know one Van Morrison song, but I don't think I can do
Reminds
it.
me of you. That's pretty
That guy's like a vocal acrobat, man. He's one of my heroes. He's a hell of a singer.
yes. Absolutely.
I appreciate the request, though. Let me think here. Honey, you got anything you want to hear? She's always watching the kids. She don't get to hear many. But then I get reminded. She's like, I've heard them. They're good.
Palmer T.
I don't know if I don't think I know that one well enough. No one requested that one. Let me think. Did I do Henry Nenda?
We don't think so.
I don't think I did. I'm getting drunk. I so apologize right now. It's so bad form. It's getting my voice through it. I might have played this one already, but I love this song.
J.J. Cale.
This song's about getting older.